Today we definitely got a treat, a great treat in Notre Dame and Penn State. This game came down to being a lot closer than what a lot of people expected. I thought it would only be a 3-point game the entire time, or worst case scenario, a 4-point game. And I also said, whoever makes the biggest mistake, number one, and whoever makes the last mistake will lose the game. Now, sadly, in this one, Penn State made both mistakes. And that was actually the really big problem right there. So the first mistake that they made was in the very first quarter, them playing all the way down to the goal line at the 2 yard line, just about. And quarterback Drew Aller is throwing the ball to Singleton, the running back. Look, it was a bad pass. The pass never really gave the chance, it gave the running back Singleton really the best chance to actually catch the ball and do what he had to do and be successful in that situation. But from Singleton's perspective, if he had made an adjustment to that football and gave him a touchdown instead of a 3-point field goal, that would have been literally the difference in the game. At the end, Notre Dame would have been forced to go for a touchdown as they would have been down by 4 points instead of kicking a field goal to win the game by three. So that was the biggest mistake of the game. Now, the last mistake that they made, of course, I don't have to tell you this too much, is the interception that was thrown in the fourth quarter. But we're going to get to that. You know, what have I learned from Penn State and Notre Dame in this game? They're both legitimately good teams. And also, maybe strength of schedule is not what we're all making it or cracking it up to be. Because Penn State, a lot of people said, well, they only played Ohio State. Okay, one can say that. It's not their fault. And then for Notre Dame, one can say they only have one game on the schedule all year and they lost to Northern Illinois at home. Once again, okay, we get your point. But then Notre Dame goes on to beat Indiana in the playoffs, and then they go on to put Georgia away very easily and do what they have to do to be successful and be in the national championship. And at the end of the day, that's really all that matters, is where they are now. Their strength of schedule is not 100% the players' fault. They don't get to choose their schedule. They don't get to choose what ends up happening. So we just have to accept what that is. Now, for Penn State, a lot of people said, oh, they're going to get destroyed by Notre Dame. Notre Dame's going to put them away very quickly and very easily. I think all those people are definitely a little bit shocked as to what really happened in this game, simply because they looked at Penn State's playoff schedule and they said, well, SMU at home, we knew they could beat them, especially in Happy Valley. Or when it comes to playing Boise State on the road, we also knew they could beat them. They did, and they almost beat Notre Dame if it weren't for those two mistakes. But other than that, I've learned a couple of other things. These two coaches can coach. Marcus Freeman, great coach. And that goes for the same with Penn State's coach. Great coach. I got to give them their respect, man. These guys are good at what they do. Um, no one outcoached anyone in this specific game right here. James Franklin did not really outcoach Marcus Freeman, nor did Marcus Freeman. I mean, this one was really left out on the field. This one was really up to the players. And Abdul Carter reaffirmed why he will be a top five pick in the NFL draft. That is definitely my best defensive end in college football right now. And also their tight end for Penn State. That guy, I'm not sure if he's eligible to go out right now. I got to double check, but if he is eligible, that's a first round pick for anyone who needs a tight end. He's the best tight end in the country, period. He does run blocking really well. He can catch the ball in almost any route. He's almost like a mixture between Gronk and Aaron Hernandez, as in he can catch the ball like Gronk or Hernandez, but his speed is more like Hernandez, not necessarily Gronk. Gronk is, you know, Gronk is blindingly fast, meaning you don't really notice his speed until it's too late, whereas this guy is not that, but he's pretty darn good. Very darn good tight end. So I got to give him their respect. Next up, obviously, Notre Dame is in the national championship. They're awaiting the Ohio State Texas game tonight, and this should be a fun showdown. So let's give them their chance to show up and do what they got to do and see what they will do. I just wanted to do just a small, quick review of what happened in that game and my thoughts about it. So I'm not going to be saying too much in this one. But thank you guys for listening, man. I appreciate it. Peace out, y'all.
Thank you very much for your time today, guys. Definitely like and subscribe, and we will have much more coming for you. Have a good one.